It's easy to forget that Zack Snyder's first film was Dawn of the Dead. The guy went on to make 300, Man of Steel, Rebel Moon.
Why did you say that name?
Personally, I think Dawn of the Dead 2004 is Zack Snyder's best movie, and it could well be one of the best zombie movies ever. It starts on the right foot. It has one of the best opening sequences ever. Even the opening shot of the skull coming into focus, which ends up being an X-ray, is really effective and really sets the tone. And then you've got the hospital setting where Anna, the lead character, works. And you've got that sense of pending doom where people are coming in with bites and fever. And there's just something off. And that's probably one of the best elements of zombie movies. I love the start. I don't mind when the apocalypse has already happened, but I kind of love when society's slowly breaking down. And then when she gets home with her boyfriend, Vivian, the little girl, comes over. She's a zombie. She attacks her husband or boyfriend. It is terrifying. Vivian is one of the scariest zombies ever. And the opening isn't even done yet. You've got Anna, who escapes her husband. She gets out into a neighborhood and it's dawn. Very on the nose, but who cares? And everything's gone to shit. And it's such a horrible, brilliant opening. And poor Anna, she's still covered in her boyfriend's blood or husband's blood. And she ends up getting to the mall. She hasn't got shoes on as well. It's proper Die Hard. Luckily, I'm guessing she's going to be able to find some shoes in the mall, which she does. She's covered in blood. And I think that's where the similarities to the original Dawn of the Dead end. Because, yes, it's called Dawn of the Dead. And yes, there's a shopping mall. But that's pretty much it. None of the characters are the same. None of the action sequences are repeated. And I think a lot of people shit on this remake, and I think they're so precious about the original Dawn of the Dead that they just won't accept how awesome this movie is. Now, I know some people don't like fast-moving zombies, but I think it's because it's Dawn of the Dead. If this was called anything else, and it wasn't set in a mall, I think people would think of this as a masterpiece, as it deserves to be called. Now, apart from Sarah Polley's Anna, who's a great final girl. She's a fucking proper badass, but rightly so. She's not like a girl boss or a Mary Sue. She's earned every action sequence she gets through. But the best, most standout characters for me are Vin Rames, the badass cop, who starts out as a bit of a dick, but you fall in love with him. And then you've got CJ, who's a complete fucking knobhead. He's the security guard, and he is the perfect anti-hero. And by the end of the movie, you fucking love him. And we also get Ty Burrell. So after he's Phil Dunphy from Modern Family, and after seeing him for 11 seasons, it is so fucking weird to see him. One, as an asshole, he's a complete asshole in this, and as a zombie.
Some guys just do not know how to play it.
Whether you love Dawn of the Dead or not, you cannot deny how brutal this movie is. You got zombie children, you got zombie babies, you got chainsaws being cut through collarbones, and you've got that really eerie scene where all the zombies are on the stairwell and they just stop dead staring at their prey. They're kind of like animals or almost human-like, but you get a good close-up of how good the makeup is. The scene is strange, but I fucking love it. So, top 3 scenes for me. The opening scene, the birthing scene, the zombie baby scene is so disturbing, where he sticks the muzzle on his girlfriend. And where did he get the muzzle from? Did he get it from one of the shops on the mall? Have they got like a sex shop? Or did he bring it from home? But I love that scene. It's very disturbing. You think a zombie baby would look a bit naff, but it doesn't. So easily my favourite scene is the bus scene, where they got these 2 souped up buses, armoured buses, and they're trying to escape the shopping mall. But so many zombies, they can't even get through the crowd. As a zombie fan, because I love masses of zombies, this is absolute zombie heaven. Even though they escape with the buses towards the end, I don't think I would have left the shopping mall. You've got all this food, all this coffee, you got a gym there, you got everything you ever need. So I would have just thought, fuck it, I'm going to live here as long as it takes. As soon as my food runs out, then I'll fuck off. So the end of Dawn of the Dead is pretty bleak. They're trying to get to the dock, and you lose so many good characters, especially CJ and Michael, two of the best characters, I think. But then when they escape on the boat, you get this really strange but awesome, kind of like a found footage sequel in the credits. So you're getting like an extension. It doesn't feel like the film goes on too long. The film kind of ends when they sail off looking for the island. But in between the credits, you have these little snippets of the island, of other things, small little snippets because they got the video camera. So you're getting like 2 movies in one. So overall, I can't praise Dawn of the Dead 2004 enough. Yes, the original is the godfather of zombie movies and it kind of started the genre, but it doesn't take away from the masterpiece that Zack Snyder's movie is. If you don't agree with me, drop a comment. If you agree with me, drop a comment. And if you love zombies, please subscribe and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys.